Overheating again. I can't do this heat thing. Oh. I just couldn't live in a hot country. Well, I guess, well, if I had air conditioning, which I haven't got, because we're not normally hot in the UK all the time, so just let me cool down a minute. Because I've got something to say. You count me out of this one, but you can't guess what it is. Hi. Oh. Just been watching a few videos on, not that this is what I'm talking about, aliens versus God. It's very confusing, but that's not what I'm talking about, don't worry. Mind you, saying that, demon things we have. Oh, that's, oh yeah. It's when it's humid, it's so sticky. I was at school today and one of the mums said, oh, I was house cleaning, she said, and I just was dripping in sweat. I said, no, I just don't want to do anything. Well, meaning alien versus God, meaning, oh no, not 90. Oh, not used to this in the UK. I just mean, you know, people go on about aliens. Are they like things that were maybe not aliens, maybe, I don't know, spiritual beings? Are they demons? Are they? Then you've got God and his angels, fallen angels. Oh, I've just been watching loads of stuff like that just because I found it interesting. We all know there's demons in this world anyway, because some of them I'm going to be talking about in a minute when I just cool down a minute. I knew this was happening, by the way, what I've seen, but I just saw it. Oh, hi, Dragon Lady. Not seen you in a while. Don't be offended if I mention someone's name in a minute, because I know you're from America and you might not like him. Are you from America? I think you are. You know, you should know if you've catched up with some of my videos, but I'll start. I just can't get used to this humidity. So I knew this was happening because I knew it, but I saw it this morning and I just thought, oof, one of them. So, hi, from Florida. I bet you're all sweaty down there. So, this is what I saw. Some of you will know, especially if you're off We the People 24/7. But look at this. You know, Trump Meister's coming over next week. I think we've got 6 days. Well, see this. You won't be able to, it'll be backwards, obviously, but it says Sky News, but we all know about mainstream media, liars. Trump angry baby blimp, it's like a big balloon, gets green light to fly over London during the president's visit, you know, because it's always getting at Trump all the time. So they're saying it's going to sort of look like this, flying over. Oh, hang on, I don't know if trying to show you the picture. No, it's not letting me show you the picture. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I saw Farage. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Flying over, there it is, like that. Yeah. Khan has given the go-ahead. The Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, has give the go-ahead to that. What gets up my nostrils is, in all my 41 years, not that I was ever into politics before or anything like that, I have never known, I mean, we all know why, come on, but I have never known anyone in history to be doing stuff like this, you know, certain presidents coming over, you know, blowing up massive balloons. Yeah, it is embarrassing for the UK, but it's Khan who said yes to it, you know. And apparently, I don't know what his name is, the mayor of Sheffield, connect the dots there, by the way, doesn't want Trump to visit either. I wonder why. What's this big hate on Trump? But But they said London Mayor Sadiq Khan, Greater London Authority, has approved a request for the flight after thousands signed a petition and crowdfunding campaign raised more than £16,000 to get the 6-metre inflatable off the ground. Strict rules are in place for the flight from Parliament Square Garden. Someone needs to go and pop it. The thing is, I didn't sign that petition. A lot of people in the UK didn't sign that petition. And what's getting on up my nostrils, I should say, is the fact that they're trying to make out it's near enough all of the UK that think that way and don't like Trump. I'd just like to say, I'm not in that club. I love Trump and I would welcome Trump with open arms. Yeah, the EU will be kissing Trump soon, they will. Because it's that thing again of, why do they hate him so much? Well, he's coming to the UK. I think he's coming to slap your little hand. Is he coming to tell you off? I think he is. Do you think he'll be bothered by this? Do you know what? Khan even said, no, not Khan, sorry. Somebody said who was blowing this thing up the other week, showing it blowing up, said, oh, Trump gets really offended by things. He hates it. You know, actually, Trump can take a joke. He takes the mick all the time out of the mainstream media all the time. He takes the mick out of his own hair. I've seen him do a speech and take the mick out of his own hair. Yes, we know he's got the hairstyle that he has, but it's not a toupee. It's his real hair, believe me. But who cares? That's his hair. Who cares about his hair? I'm more bothered about what he's actually doing for America and the actual world. And talk about demons before, about all these demons that are out there, because that's what they are, like Khan and people like that, working for the, other regimes, little puppets being mastered, the little puppets that they are. Who cares? That's why they tried to chuck the Stormy Daniels thing out there and never shut up about it. Who gives a bleeding toss? Don't believe it was true anyway. They're just spitting things out. They're like, oh, look, she was what was she? A dancer, a prostitute. I don't know what she was. What was she? Even if he did, who gives a flying what he was doing whenever? That's because everyone's porn star. That's because everybody's nosy and into everybody's business. And all anybody cares about these days is celebrities and what everyone else is doing and what we're all doing on Facebook. So, what's President Trump? Who gives a toss? As long as what he's doing now is he's helping people and giving people's jobs back and actually saving the children, because they're saying he's not saving the children. He is saving the children. It was I keep saying it was under Obama's reign in office and the Clintons, which you'll also be finding out about soon for those of you who are still not awake, you normies out there. Who cares? Do you think Trump, all you're doing, we're showing that, is just giving more light to the fact, it's giving Trump more leverage, it's giving Trump more, it's giving Trump more sort of advertising, even if people do think he's an idiot, because at the end of the day, I think some people are going to look at that, it's like #walk away, and think, what the hell's going on here? Why is this massive big thing again? Like, we haven't done that to people in the past who've come over. Yeah, and you've never seen a balloon on Obama. Exactly. Presidents people might not like before, they've not all gone, the Mayor of London's not gone, oh my God, we've got to put a big balloon up of Obama or Clinton. Well, obviously because we're on their side, but do you know what I mean? It's like, why is this big pushback of like, we all hate Trump? Is it because Trump's doing good and you don't like it because you're going to get exposed for what you really are? But we all know anyway, most of us do, because the world is waking up. It's gone global. We're all waking up. We all know in countries, every country around the world, there's been a regime over people like what's he called? Kim Jong-un. Everyone's like, oh, he's a dictator. Oh, who's this? It wasn't actually him. People were controlling him. Like, everyone's being controlled everywhere else, different regimes in different areas. Oh, hi, Mama Cat. The thing is, some people don't agree with Donald Trump's attitude, but then again, you've got to look at the other side. Their attitude stinks. So I'd give them as good as I'd give them what they deserve as well. And the thing is, some people don't like him because people are offended a lot these days. He does call a spade, and that's it. And people don't like it. But at the end of the day, if you look behind a lot of stuff he's saying, he is talking truth. That thing with the Democrats, that what's called Maxine Waters, but I call her Vaccine Waters, shouting out for people to go and harass people and, basically calling for violence. Who's ever done that in the past? Who's ever done that in other, political things to the extent that it is today? I know people, don't like other people's opinions on politics, but who has ever done that before? Really pushing against Trump. His trumps even smell nice as well. I don't know. Oh, my dad's on. His tweets are so funny. You've got to admit, he's hilarious. Trying to embrace the most powerful man on the planet is not going to end well for some people. Laugh out loud, can't wait. Neither can I, Rosenstein. But it's just hilarious because if you actually sit back and just see what he's saying, he's so funny. And I've noticed in the rallies again, got to go, man, to take... Bye, Dragon Lady. The rallies again where they're just zooming in, they won't show the mass of the masses that are there at the rallies. Hi. And he asked him the other day, didn't he, to pan around the arena the last rally was at. Not this one, just was it today or yesterday? And they wouldn't do it. The mainstream media wouldn't do it. It's like, why? If that was Hillary or Obama, you'd be proper panning around everywhere. His rallies are funny. His rallies are hilarious. His son did a really good job. Like, didn't know he was coming out because I watched a bit of it. I didn't watch all of it. And then he came on. He's so funny. And do you know why he's funny? And he's real because he talks from the heart. He says it is. Some people get offended. Oh, well. He's not reading off what they call the proper them things that you read off. And do you remember ages ago when Obama, it went off and he was just sort of stood there. He didn't know what to say because he's a puppet as well. It's just hilarious. He's so funny. And I just love the way he points at the media all the time. It's so funny. But if you get offended by him, I was at a party the other week with my son and I was talking to one of my sister's sons and her friends, and I said to her, "Oh, he's great, Trump, this, that, and the other." She went, "Yeah, I think this, that, and the other, but I think he's a bit rude, and I don't really like the way he's like, he's a bigot and he's sexist to women." I said, "No, he's not. That's all put out on mainstream media, and because you believe everything that's said in mainstream media, therefore you believe he's something he isn't." And I've seen Ivana Trump a few weeks ago on a TV program. She was saying she's fine with Trump. Troll is a pro-troll, and yeah. And she was just saying about sometimes she has to ring him up, and they were like, "Oh, how does that go down with Melania?" And she was like, "No, it's fine. I don't want to bug him, because he's got a wife now." He said, "But I have to speak to him because I've got children, even though they're older, but you do speak about your children like I do with my ex." And she said, "So I don't bug him that much, but everything's fine." Just like, get a grip, people, But the thing is, it's like the Tommy Robinson thing I've said before. It's not what Tommy or Trump may have done in the past, because we all know some of it's a load of codswallop. It's what he's doing now. It's what he's doing now. And she who thought she'd never lose just keeps crying about it. That's because it was rigged and you didn't think you were going to lose, because that's why everyone's shouting out, he's not going to win, he's not going to win. He is a patriot, and that's why he's won in the end. He knows your tricks. He's doing a great job, and people keep saying he's not doing anything. It's like, what the heck? Well, you're getting your information off mainstream media. Where we go one, we go all the stuff he's doing, putting people back in jobs, the highest it's ever been. North Korea. What else is going on? I can never remember all the stuff that's going on. Helping the kids, doing the ICE and, all that stuff to do with the borders, where everyone thinks he's doing wrong, but it was actually when Obama was in office, if you actually go and look at the dates and everything, and the Clintons. Mainstream media sucks more than Stormy Daniels in a full moon of men. Yeah, yeah, Iran. People in Iran are standing up because the regime's falling down. They've been under a regime. I told you. Go on there and revolt, you'll see some things. Pictures of Iranian in the 1970s, dressed like us, wore their hair in different styles, meaning they weren't under a regime if you can't do this and you can't do that. They just looked like everybody normal, having fun. Then the regime came in, oh, let's all get suppressed and we're not allowed to do nothing. Boom, shalaka laka, yeah. That boom, shake, shake, shake the room. It's so hot. I just need to cool down again. I've got my distilled water. But in my 41 years, I've never seen anything like it. Not that I was really taking any interest in politics and stuff in my life before until the Trump and Meister came along and all this stuff. To be honest, no disrespect to Trump, Hillary would have lost to a mental... I swear to God, I've just been watching things about demons and stuff, and they said, oh yeah, they come through and they make people ill and have diseases, and I thought, there's one big demon. One big demon in that woman with all this head thinking and weird... And Bill, he just looks like... And a back brace thing and all that, and her falling over, and they have to throw her in the van because she's falling down steps and everything. She's definitely been possessed, that woman. If you believe in all that, she's definitely been possessed. And that time she was laughing. What was that thing she said where she was laughing and an interview and someone said about people dying or something, and she started laughing. Yeah. Is it Kuru disease? Oh yeah, that's from eating humans. That's from being cannibalistic. And she started laughing like a really evil laugh and started going, who was it? Someone was saying something to her about people dying, and she thought it was highly hilarious because she's a witch. One of the devil's worshippers there. We all know the Luciferian anyway. But yeah, like Khan, you're gonna stop Trump from coming to the UK. Like you're gonna stop a lot of people welcoming. I just don't think it's gonna happen. I'm Mexican, and although I was born here, my family went through a long process to come here. Yeah, at least it was legally, because that's what people were saying. Gaddafi, we saw he died. He died exactly. They killed him, didn't they? Hillary was drank too much human blood. Exactly. Yeah, that's what we're saying. Everyone in every country is saying, you can have people coming from different countries to your country, whatever country that is that you live in, but it's got to be done legally. Everyone's moaning about, the kids and all. We know what the thing is with the kids, but, borders. Of course we need borders. Just any old nilly-willy can't come in. It is a bit like Game of Thrones, with the wall thing, and you don't want any nilly-willy to come in. Like I said, you don't know what people's intentions are. If they're not liking Western values and this, that and the other, then they're coming in with bad intentions to do harm. So we don't want people like that. But if you come in to, not just use the welfare system and this, that and the other in countries, and you actually come in, to live and to work and to join in and to intermingle with everybody else and talk that language is probably English, you're welcome. But you do it legally, not illegally. Because I'm telling you now, those countries that come here, can you imagine if we went and... I know there's loads of things that gone on in the past and people have took over and this, that and the other, and we know, the crew said this, that and the other, but we're not talking about then. We're talking about now. We've got to learn by our stupid, silly mistakes. But Khan and the other one, I don't know what his name is, the one from Sheffield, that's like, what are you talking about? Oh, yeah, he'll be going soon. We know he will. Who are you to tell the UK? Because we know what people you're talking about then that I don't want him to come. I am not the majority of that petition. I welcome Trump with a lot of others out here as well. And they might have a big flying blimp, but I think we might have something as well. You're just trying to put your propaganda over the news, so you normies who are sat there watching will believe it. I'm just going to see if it says anything else. Campaigners say the Met Police are in charge of the local airspace on the day. Have seen their plans and are currently happy for the flight to go ahead, but maintain a right veto on the day. Activist Leo Murray told Sky News, "We didn't get off to the best start with the mayor's office over this." Yeah, whatever. Okay, Sky News. who originally told us that they didn't recognise Trump baby as legitimate protest, but following a huge groundswell of public, whatever, support for our plan, it looks like City Hall has rediscovered its sense of humour. Baby Trump will fly. No, if it gets shot down, it won't. But yeah, Trump will laugh his head off at that. It's just giving more fuel to the fire, I say. We just need, and then someone put a thing on before, we just need a massive baby big can to go up. How is it that they have second homes, third homes? Queen has all these castles. Oh, well, they're into it as well, part of the. I say, if all these rich people have second homes, and the Queen and this and the other, why don't they all put the illegal people, migrants on their land and have them on their land like Lily Allen did, and we all know what happened there. They won't move out now. Why don't they do that? They've got more, they've got more room. They could house a few people in there, couldn't they? But I'm just saying, those of you from the UK that might be watching me and you don't know nothing about it, don't be listening to everything you say on mainstream media, because they're just putting it out there to try and say that, because they're basically saying the UK are protesting against Trump. No, we are not. Not all of us. And do you really think he's going to listen to you, Khan? Who are you? He's coming over next week, whether you like it or not, because he's coming to see the Queen, whether she likes it or not. Well, and the EU, and we've seen... I don't know how much of the UK is awake. There's a lot of us. Some are Queen Elizabeth owns. Oh yeah, yeah. Our monarchy's got a lot to do with a lot of things, but a lot of people are awake. Not everybody's awake to the Q movement, whether you believe it or not. But it doesn't matter, because it's still the same thing. It's still waking other people up. But there's a lot of people awake to the truth that we all know in all sorts of different things. Whether it's some know a lot but they don't know everything, some know a bit but they don't know everything, some think they know it but they don't. I didn't see that. It goes off really quickly. But I do believe all this truth's going to come out. We know that with the red wave, and then it's up to people to get their head around it. Do you have freedom of speech in the UK? Can you speak however you want? Well, I scared my neighbour. I was having a birthday party, and I can't say. Well, not really. We can say stuff, but a lot of people are, are getting arrested, especially when they're out on these marches saying things and this, that, and the other, and in Speaker's Corner, and it's all going for one side. It's a bit of a one rule for one and not for another, and it's over really stupid things as well. I scared my neighbour. I was having a birthday party at Anthony. I told my neighbour when I invited her I couldn't find a... What's that? Oh, is that a pinata in town? I thank the cats. Oh, I couldn't see that. It's just so humid. I've got a fan that doesn't work. Well, the door's open at the bar. It's not making any difference because there's no breeze. I didn't see that. Does it pop up when... But yeah, they do try and shut us up. It's probably like on YouTube. You probably get so many views. They probably say you haven't got a lot. They shadow ban people, especially on Twitter. Thought police and that. Check out the history between Sadiq Khan, Maddie. I can't say Maddie Nawaz. I can't say what my dad says on there. He's currently... Oh yeah, to do with it. Yeah, connections with murders and things and stuff. Needed air conditioning. I thought, I need air conditioning. American patriots are with you. Yeah, we're with America. We're with. Everybody's with. Where we go one, we go all. Every patriot around the world in every country, that's a true patriot of their country. Like I said, it's gone global. Because obviously I follow Q. If you don't, it doesn't really, if you think it's a lot, like people keep saying, that's all right, because we're all finding truth out different ways. But what I'm trying to say is, it isn't where we go one, we go all. If we the people will be able to vote for politicians out after Brexit, I can't say that bit. We all stand together because we know the true people, the real people, not these rich elites and people above there. Oh, Khan. He'll be gone. You watch, he'll be gone. He'll be gone. The other day I had a blackout. The power of the block went out and it was... Oh, was it? Oh, God, what on the hottest day? Yeah, because we're the people who, the real people that live in the real world, not these elites with loads of money and even these celebrities and all them sort of people. We know what's going on because we see it. You see it in your hometowns or you see it in your country. And people are like that around the world. You can't tell people, like the news can say what they want. You can't tell people, like in Sweden, in France, in Iran or whatever. You can tell some people because they just sit there and watch it, but you're projecting all that over into the West, like, oh, look what's happening here, look what's happening there. No, we know what's going on because it's going on here as well. We can see it. So, to all the sheeple that are watching telly, yeah, they'll believe it, but the real people who are actually living it around, no. I'm just checking. Oh, I'm not plugged in properly. We know, and that's why a lot of it's getting out now, and that's why they can't hide it, and that's why they're going mad, like, Mad Max, vaccine war turds, I call it, are getting dead mad. That's why there's all this pushback. That's why Khan wants that balloon up, because they're all going mad. The Patriots are kicking the shit out of Antifa in Portland. I tell you what, you shouldn't really laugh at people and violence, and we shouldn't really be doing it because we're trying not to, because we don't want to play them at their own game. But sometimes they just need knocking out because it was great. It's like someone said on, I think it was Ancestral Cross on with people 24/7. I had to keep rewinding and watching it because it was just like bang, and it just got knocked out. But I mean, I'm not being funny. That person from the Antifa side was hitting people as well with a stick and all that. So you keep prodding a bear, and it's going to come back at you, into it, and growl and probably, do something nasty to you. You keep prodding us, and we're going to come back at you. We're trying to be civil, but if you keep prodding us, because they're the ones Antifa in stupid little masks hiding their faces, who are you behind the mask, getting paid for what you're doing. Happy to see reporters, thank you for your efforts. You're welcome. Yeah, exactly, self-defence. Them Antifa are always on the attack all the time, and they're trying to provoke, also on the other side. And that's what he got. And basically, what goes around comes around. You shouldn't be going doing it. You're all there in your little stupid masks, all dressed in black. Half of you are getting paid, half of you don't know why you're there anyway because you think you're doing it right, but you're not. Sorry, boys. Cat political correctness has killed free speech in the UK. No First Amendment. Yeah. Yes, Sorrows. And I keep saying I've got a low battery, but let me have a check. But he deserved to get knocked out. He shouldn't have been. He was hitting people first, and that's self-defence, and that's what you get for going up against true patriots like that. Silly little, fascist numbskulls and what's that? Oh, I can't read that. But yeah, that's what you get. They're all just like, I think we'll just go out and like go and antagonise. We don't really know what we're talking about or whatever. Or might have just got paid and paid to do this or something. We'll just go out and act all hard in our little skinny jeans and our little masks and our little sticks to go and whack people. And then you get punched out. Well, that's what you get. Did you think the Patriots are just going to stand there and I mean, they have stood there and took it, but do you think they're just going to stand there while you keep prodding them and keep prodding? You're just going to get whacked. You're going to get knocked out, basically. At the end of the day, if you're going to keep prodding, I'm just looking. I keep saying I've got a low battery, but I haven't. And swap you over, but I'm so hot. But I know that went viral, and some people say, "Oh, you can't call for violence." Well, at the end of the day, you're being violent, and you've got a stick in your hand as well. So, self-defense. He was using his fist. You had a stick. You got knocked out. That's your own fault. But I guess mainstream media would have probably filmed it, wouldn't they? Gone, look at the aggression and the violence of the right. Wah. No, they were doing it first, and he just knocked him out. Why wouldn't you if someone's coming towards you with a stick? You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, it's just stupid. Yeah, these stupid ideologies. Ugh. But Trump's coming over, and I welcome him, and a lot of other people do in the UK, despite what Khan and other people are trying to say. I mean, what mayor does that? It just sounds dead childish, you know. Oh, I'm scared. Let's put a big blow up baby blimp thing of Trump in the sky. Hi, Gavin. Were you on Titans TV? Was it this morning or last night? Is he doing one tonight? Because that was quite interesting. I can't remember what he was talking about now. What was he talking about? I think it was Islam, actually. Something. Or was he? Oh, it was that big guy. I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember. But I do jump in that channel. Me and Gavin are always on the same channels, aren't we, Gavin? I was like, hi. Go around to a different channel, like, oh, in the same channel. Trump is being provoked into pulling NATO out of European defence. Yeah, Titans TV. Well, he's coming over to the EU meeting. I wonder what will get said there. That's why they don't want him coming over. They know he knows. He's got the dirt on every country. I didn't realise Khan was that small, actually. I know everyone says he is, but I was just like, oh. I tell you what I saw him on the other day. Disgusting. The story of, and Story Note call them terrorists. Yeah, they are terrorists. The 3 boys that died who got run over, there was something on YouTube, I don't know if anyone saw it, I can't remember what it was on. And Khan was there and they were standing up saying, you know, it's wrong and this, that and the other, and you didn't look into this and you didn't look into that, and we asked you this and we asked you that, and you know, and one of the mothers stood up and said, I'd never get up to shake your hand. Khan sat there, smug as anything, didn't even look, no like compassion, empathy, nothing, was just sat there going, well, I've got my card I can give you. Does that make up for three young lads dying? It's all your fault people are getting stabbed in London and all that and this, that anyway, because you took police off the streets doing, doing the thought police thing. And you just sat there going, oh, I can give you my card. Really? That makes it better, does it? Had absolutely no compassion or empathy on his face whatsoever. I was absolutely disgusted when I saw that, even though I know he wouldn't. But do you know what I mean? Uproar if it was the other way around, wouldn't it? It'd be uproar if it was the other way around and someone was sat there with no, hi. I don't know why you weren't on, Amanda. I don't know why it weren't coming up. Someone else has said to me that they couldn't get on it. It's like I've blocked people, but I haven't. So I don't know if it's the system. Do you know what I mean? And if it was the other way around, it'd be an uproar. If it was someone white sat there taking no interest, I think they'd be saying something different, wouldn't they? By the way, Amanda, my sweet corn's growing and it's getting them hairy things coming out, and bits and bobs are growing in the garden. It's quite exciting. Only a few bits that I've got, but yeah, so fly the Trump balloon as high as you can, because we're not really bothered. I hope someone cuts it. I hope someone fires a bloody, what are them things called? What are they called? With the stone, pops it. Oh, I'm glad you can comment. I couldn't see you in chat at all. Everyone kept saying you were there. I was like, can't see you. This is all being provoked to bring up. I can't see it. They go off so quick, the chat, to bring in the EU army. Follow the money. Oh yeah, exactly. Follow the money. How do then? Oh, do you not see Amanda in chat? No, she's not under Amanda. She's under. She's under another name. It'll pop back up in a minute. Oh God, I'm too hot. She's under borderline me. I wish we had Trump as our leader. He's our father from across the pond. His mother was Scottish, you know. So he's with us and our brothers and sisters from America and everywhere else. The EU army is strong. And we're stronger. Or do you mean us? EU's turning, EU's rising. Everywhere's rising at the minute. It's great. They won't put that on the mainstream media though, will they? Oh no. But, because I thought, does anyone know what date he's coming over? I can't remember. Is it the 12th, the 13th, or was it the 14th? They don't want Trump and Putin to meet, I know, but they are doing. Probably don't want the Queen to meet, but they are doing. Who do they think they are? No, they haven't got an army as of yet, and they're going to get trampled on anyway. The 13th. Yeah, and Tommy's thing was going to be on the 14th, wasn't it? But they've postponed it or cancelled it or whatever. But yeah, I just say fly it high, fly it high. Maybe we'll be flying something high as well. Yeah, do you know what I mean? That was on the 14th, it's on the 13th. And I watched Nigel Farage talking about watch out for something tomorrow. I know, I'm watching out all week. We're watching about stuff because we know there's big baboons coming. He goes to Scotland on the 13th, on London on the 14th. Tommy's appeal has been moved to the 24th. Has it been moved to the 24th? Is that because someone's coming over? That's the ploy, Jamie. A new EU. Yeah, it was a new EU army. Money, money, money. That's what they want. Oh yeah. Tomorrow's the 7/7 remembrance thing, isn't it? Oh. No, we haven't had any Q drops, I don't think, for a few days, and I've not checked, but no, I don't think we have. I think we're waiting. You know, it goes a bit quiet. Everyone gets like, oh, it's gone quiet, but that's when you know things are happening because we've got the Rosenstein. You know, he's got to give the stuff in or not. Either way, he's going down. Doesn't really matter. She has already flogged our armed forces. Tube boomings. Theresa May is putting on a show since Trump informed her on... Oh yeah, Trump informed her, I think last time he was over, with the assassination that they were going to try and do with her around, was it Christmas or something? Yeah, I think she plopped herself in because she didn't know about that one, did she? I'm still trying to plug you in here, just let me... check me battery. Yeah, she didn't know about that one. Apparently there was a plot for assassinating her around Christmas or something. I think he might have told her about that one. Can't think who was going to try and do it. Well, I do know because I read the story on it actually. Also Switzerland. Everyone's rising. Switzerland knows what's going on. They keep saying it's not Switzerland anymore. But 7/7 UK, think 9/11 US. Yes. Yep. You know what? If I've got this picture, I don't know if it's on here. I bet it's not on my phone actually. Who's seen the picture of JFK's burial site? I don't bet it's not on here. So let me check. From the aerial view. Let me see if I've got it. I bet it's on there and not on my phone, so I probably won't be able to show you. No. From an aerial view, has anyone seen it? It's got like a path round it or something, and it looks like a massive Q. The shape of it is like a massive, what do you call it? Capital Q. Interesting. Just loads of things, and you just think, what? I can't get over. I know I said I'm not religious and that, but I can't get over the UK, the biggest killer all cover up. Yeah, the in a biblical thing I was watching, I don't know why it just came on it, and you know it says when there was a trumpet. I can't remember who was he, Dad. That guy was he blind and he's dead now, but he played the piano, but he had like what they call prophecies, and he was like. I mean, it says it in the thing anyway. You know, and there was a trumpet, and when the trumpet came, he showed the truth to the world and all that for the evil to go. And I'm thinking, trumpet, sounds like Trump. That's what Trump's doing. Oof. The Eye of Horus and the Pentagon, cubes and math is the universal law. Oh yeah, said this before, haven't we? All the satanical stuff and this, that, and the other, and the universal law and numbers and shapes and the signs they put out and everything. It's just bonkers, and that's why me and my dad were discussing this today because I was going on about biblical things and saying, I'm not religious, but I think there is things in the Bible that they hide or they try and make out that's not real. And then you've got the alien thing going on. I don't know which one's deceiving what, because we know there's a deceiver. But me and my dad were like, at the end of the day, whatever, is the world a globe or is it flat? Can we just be told the truth? We just want to be told the truth. JFK burial has the eye of an eye symbol designed. Oh, yeah, but when you look at it, it could look like that, but it also looks like a big Q. Looks like a big Q as well. Yeah, the symbolic is very powerful. It is, and that's what they said. The symbolism will, be their downfall. But I believe the other side of that we can have symbols for us that are good, because like I said, bad and good. If there's an evil side, there's a good side, and they probably use their symbolism. Like Trump does when he's talking, and he goes like this with a big Q, question everything. Yeah, the symbols have definitely given them away, especially the, and because I know what I know now, I'd see it now when people are talking about, especially in the celebrity world videos and stuff. Oh my God. Especially that Beyonce. I'd just like to say, this is what I'd like to do. This is how I'm not bothered. Let me just see if I can find it. This person I used to like. Funny how this album I got ages ago has got If I Were a Boy. There's that thing again when you're thinking about it now, if you know what I'm talking about, right? Halo. There's the thing to, God, religion, and what they keep throwing out there for Christians. Q is a symbol, does it for me as well. Disappear. I'm just looking at this now, I've not looked at this for ages. Broken Hearted Girl. Ava Maria. Smash Into You. Satellites. Satellites. Single Ladies. Radio Diva. Sweet Dreams. Hello. Scared of Lonely. Well, this is what I think of. If I can snap it, but I can't even snap it. I thought it'd just snap in half. Oh! That is what I think of quite a few celebrities. Not all of them, just quite a few of them. Don't really listen to much music, but off with yourselves. But this person, now, I won't be breaking yours up. Nope. I don't care what anyone says. Even if you got thinking into it, just feel sorry. Because one of my favourite songs I always loved of Michael Jackson, all-time favourite, and I've listened to it quite a lot, and it is on this album, is Man in the Mirror. Says it all. Man in the Mirror. Starts with yourself. That's the thing of everything. Good versus evil. Look at yourself in the mirror. Starts with you. That has always been when I was younger, my favourite song is Man in the Mirror. I feel sorry for Michael Jackson, even if people think he got in, and maybe ended up in the Illuminati. We know what happened to him as a child. He didn't have a childhood. Vulnerable. Just wanted to do his own thing. They got him. How much money did he make? It's all to do with money. What a piggy bank he was. Ugh. But I did love Michael Jackson, but that'll be going straight in the bin with some others because, stuff I'm seeing that these people are pumping out. Not everyone is just disgraceful. This younger generation. And don't forget, she was in Q, The Plan to Save the World. Jay-Z as well. She was the one that's up there putting all the crap out, all the, you know, symbology that we see and all that sort of stuff. And it's funny how some of them always end up in a group, don't they? And then they split up and it's always the one that comes forth, which makes me think a little bit of, I saw something the other day on the Pussycat Dolls, and who's the one that did the best was Nicole Shirt Swinger. I don't even know what her name is, can't say it, so called Shirt Swinger. Just a load of people and you think, oh yeah, definitely. Holly Weird, Holly Hell. Ugh. But they're getting to be seen. I mean, they're just actually pumping it out there now. It's like they said in a lot of videos you watch, they're not even hiding the fact that they're, you know, going against like Christian values or whatever you want to call it, and they're just pumping out. Oh yeah, Jay-Z is. Has anyone seen the video where they're at a basketball game or something and they sat there together and then he sort of looks at her and looks away and she's like this, you know, where they look possessed. She's like this. She sits there and then she goes, and she's just rocking like that, no face expression. And has everyone seen, well, like say MK Ultra, all the videos of like when they sat there and they just go, they're talking and they just go till something gets said and then he snapped back out of it. But that one where she's rocking side to side and it looks like Jay-Z sort of looks at her and goes, oh, you know, like, oh crap, let's pretend I haven't noticed that she's, you know, she's had a bit of a, whatever they do when they malfunction. And then he's sort of like looking over there for a bit until she sort of starts acting normal again. Good folk of England have to show Trump he's welcome. Oh, we love him. Well, I do. Trump, if you're watching, if you can hear me, get a message off Q. I love you. Dolly Daydream loves you. There's a lot of us in the UK that love him. A lot of people that, you know, find him funny or know he's doing good things even if they don't know all of it. And it's not what it seems on mainstream media if you hear on there, because we all know they lie, pumping their stuff out. We welcome him. He is welcome, Uncle Joe. He builds some great golf courses. Yeah, he does. He likes his golf. I want to take up golf now, but it's too expensive. That's an expensive pastime for me. Most do like him, even though he say, yeah, some people go, oh, I like him, but he's a bit rude sometimes. But you got to admit, I'd rather have someone. See, years ago when I was a bit younger, I'd be like, oh God, that person's so offensive, you know, because that's what they've been trying to get out there. Well, God, they're dead rude. But really, it's just because they've been offended because they've said something truthful and you're thinking, really, like, I know, but you're just offended because you don't like being hurt. But at the end of the day, just tell us it is. Just tell us. I'd rather respect someone who just says it as it is. Yeah, he speaks his mind. Most men like him. Yeah, he just speaks his mind and doesn't like waffle around the houses and try to. He just says it as it is. And I respect that. He reminds me of my yeah, he reminds me of grandpa. Just say it as it is. You know, like in them days. That's that, and that's the thing as well, because he's from a little bit back in it. You just don't want to talk bullcrap, really. You just want to get straight to the point. Have you ever seen the video of Beyonce during the Super Bowl? Her and the girls lying on the ground. Was it the Super Bowl where everything in it was demonic or whatever you call it? It was all red, you know, like fire and the devil and everything was just like demonified. Yeah. I've seen quite a few of the videos. And one where they put Prince in the background and looked like the devil with his tail because he had it wasn't him, it was like a thingy of him, like it looked like the devil's tail, but it was his guitar or something. They banned Rihanna from some African country because they think she steals babies. Well, Rihanna's another one. She's putting all that stuff out there, and they are. And I tell you what, I watched the other day. Yeah, Neela's kneeling down. I can't remember what channel it is, which is great. It's an African lady who has a little show in Africa, you know, just on YouTube. And they've even been saying over there, Trump's doing really good for the world. And guess what? He's a white guy, you know, and they're not shouting out, oh, he's racist like some people. And she said, Obama, it was in Kenya actually, she went, Obama's coming to Kenya and whoever's welcoming him over there, and she went, we don't want to welcome him. She went, we know he's not done anything for everybody. And she said, what's he done for black people? She said nothing. And I was like, thumbs up. I'm glad you think that over there as well. That's where countries are coming together. It's like, put your things aside and let's just get it straight. I feel like I should delete my existence before they do. No, we're winning. We're winning. Got to be strong. Oh yeah, online presence, but I mean, I know. Well, they've collected all your information now. You know, I went and Facebook came off back on because I wanted to try and put things up there, but they probably got what they want. But at the end of the day, we have to play them at their own game. If you've got a platform, get on it. I know Amanda said that you'd been saying some things and then, you get a few people dropping off your channel. It's only because if you've mentioned Tommy, and they're not into that or they don't know or they're looking at what the mainstream media have said about Tommy, which is a pack of lies. And then you've got, if you mention Trump, some people are like, oh, because they don't know. And I just think, well, I'm not bothered because there's a lot of people that do like him and I'd rather I'm standing up for what I believe and I'm not going to not say something because I'm scared people are going to drop off my channel. It's just like, well, yeah, I'll have to watch it. Keep your chin up and don't let the beggars grind you down. No, exactly. Don't give in. That's what everyone's doing. It's not about giving in. It's about what did Q say? Putting your armour of God on. That's what's said in the thing, if you want to get a bit thingy, get out there with your, what do they call the sword? The sword of, your, I don't know what the biblical saying is, but, got to be strong and stand up there and, because this is the only way we're going to win is because everybody's talking about it. Like I said, they can't stop it. It's not just me talking about it. Everybody's talking about it or putting their opinions off. And that's why they don't want freedom of speech because they don't want people talking about it. Yeah, MSN will be gone soon because there's people for years who don't really trust the plan, my dad says. People have known for a very long time and they started not watching the TV and stuff like that because of the stupid, crappy programmes they put on. But, at the end of the day, people know they can't stop people thinking what they're thinking. That's why they're trying to shut freedom of speech down. And that's why I've said Antifa are stupid. Anyone watching from Antifa, you're stupid. You're talking about, oh, it's hate speech. I've said this, but it's hate speech. It's not hate speech, it's free speech. Because you hate something. Because that's it. So, yeah, Sword of Spirit, Sword of Destiny. If I'm talking now on here about something someone else doesn't agree with, they're going to call it hate speech, but other people will agree with me. So just because we're talking about something they don't want, it's hate speech, but hate speech is free speech. Everyone has the freedom to talk about what they want to talk about, to discuss. That's why we have different channels on YouTube and everyone talks about different things. If you don't like what I'm saying or someone else, go to a different channel. There was a woman on the other day, I don't know if you were in it, Gavin, or I think you might have been, somebody was, on Reverend Simon Sideways, either this morning or yesterday, where she was like, I'm sure you were talking to her, she was bullying, going on about him swearing and that, because he has two channels. Family channel, he doesn't swear, and the other one he does, but I don't mind him swearing. I think it's funny. It's just the way he is when he's passionate. I swear quite a bit, actually, to tell the truth, when I get passionate about something, because I'm like, I'm not going to come out and go, oh, you bubbles. I'm going to say something else because that's just me being passionate. And she started going on, and I only realised, Gavin, that when I checked her out, because I always check people out on the channel, like, oh, she's a woman who came on my channel. I don't know if anyone's seen it and left a comment. I'll read that in a minute. Left a comment going, oh, not another YouTuber with tattoos. Oh, God. I was like, what? What, I'm evil because I've got tattoos on? Because we know they do have tattoos, these ones, these celebs, and they've got all their symbolism on their arms. But what are you talking about? Because I've got a tattoo, I'm evil, and because a lot of YouTubers have tattoos. Because I've marked my body that I'm evil. She was basically trying to say, and I was a bit like, don't judge a book by its cover. And then I went on her channel and she's just doing things with dolls and stuff, and I'm like, right, okay. But she came on Reverend Simon Sideways telling him he shouldn't be drinking. He's an alcoholic because he did like a drink, but he's trying to not drink as much. But so what if he has a drink when he's relaxing? So do a lot of other people. Like, who cares? And so what if he was swearing? If you don't like his channel and you're not into people cursing, go somewhere else. I think he's quite funny. It's just he gets passionate and he just says it as it is, So what? West Country men drink. A lot of people do. I don't really drink in the house, but so what? Is it making someone a bad person because they have a bit of alcohol or they've got tattoos or they smoke or whatever? It's like, she was trying to have a go at everyone and then someone said, oh, she's always in people's. But that's like my dad said, you just get trolls and they just want their attention. They're a bit like an attention whore, aren't they? They just want attention. Doesn't matter what attention, because Because obviously that person doesn't get attention at home, so they come to troll. So do the women. Yeah, so do the women. But I love Simon. Reverend Simon Sideways. I think it's maybe because some people think he's a reverend. Maybe she thought he was. I think she was American. Maybe she thought he was like a proper reverend. He wasn't. He just got that name. He got it from when he was younger or something. From, I can't remember what he said. I was watching him say something the other day. So she probably thought, oh my God, it's like the preacher swearing. No, he's not really. It's just a bit of a jokey name. You know. So what? Go to another channel with lips are getting dry again with a, but it's like I said, trolls do that, don't they? Just like trolling. But it's like I said, if you don't like someone's opinion on something, or someone's got a bit of a sweary channel, go on a different channel. Can't beat a nice pint of Somerset cider. Ooh, sounds nice. I don't really drink, but what I like when I do go out is, and I only have a couple, is the Copperberg fruity mixed fruity cider. Right, a bit of cider. Yeah, I like that, yeah. A bit of fruity cider I like, because they're quite big as well, so I only need about two because they just fill you up because they're gassy, aren't they? Bubbles. I don't really do well with bubbles, but I don't smoke. I don't drink in the house really, because I just really got anyone to have a drink with, but I don't really drink. Yeah. And I'd love to exercise this week, but I don't. Who can exercise in this weather? I only have to walk upstairs and I'm breaking out in a full sweat because of the. It's just. Who goes to the gym in this weather? Who runs in this? I know people do, but I think, God, maybe they like it because they sweat a lot. But I just think, how can you do anything? Cleaned the bathroom out the other day, nearly died because it's just so hot. It is a really sweaty Betty, Gavin. It's really sweaty. I used to drink, but yeah, don't get me wrong. I used to be a complete idiot when I was younger, like most people are, and then you learn, and then you get a bit older. Because I am 41 now. Not that it's dead old, but the hangovers, getting over hangovers now is just, it takes me about a week. But yeah, I could probably do with a good drink soon. But just, I don't have a good drink. I just have a few drinks. I get a bit merry where I'm just a bit giggly and that's it. And I know I've had enough. And then I need like cheesy chips on the way home and that's fine. That's okay. And then I get in and have a cup of tea, piece of toast, then I go to bed. And then that's fine. If anyone saw me once when I was a bit giddy and I came on live stream cooking some hot dogs or something that I don't eat anymore. Hot dogs. Yeah, and all the trolls came on because it was late. It was late. I knew I was getting old when sleep won over going out. Yeah. Or staying out for like ages, you're like going back at 12. I've had enough now. Same with a hangover. You can't do it, can you? Have like get drunk and it takes you about a week to get over it. Especially if you've got a little one like me. Oh God. But yeah, it takes about a week to get over it. And you always think, and I always get dead dry skin and I always think, oh, I'm not doing that again. So I just like to have a few, know what I'm doing, know what I'm saying, just a bit giggly and that's it. I don't need to be getting leathered, as we'd call it, like I used to, as my dad would know. But we all do that. It's part of growing up and learning, isn't it? How much you can handle and, you go through all your stupidness and all that, because that's part of growing up. You've got to learn by your mistakes and different things. That's all part of growing up. Apart from these twonks, these evil people just don't learn from anything because they're just not really right in the head, are they? Alcohol and old people hangovers. I'm old as well, and red wine, nicotine, caffeine are 3 of my 5 a day. Yeah, Dad. You did try and give up. You've always tried to give up, but it just didn't work, did it? Mind you, I saw something the other day saying about people smoking. I don't know how true it is, because if they smoke a lot, people who smoke would cough more in the morning. So someone was saying about all these things that they're bombarding us with, like in the chemtrails and that, wouldn't affect them as much because, I don't know if you get what I'm saying, they cough up more stuff that would cough up, if you get what I'm saying. Something I was watching. Like I said, I watch that much stuff. I don't know what I'm watching half the time. I get confused with what I'm saying. Curry sauce and chips for me. I like cheesy chips. Yeah, curry sauce. Me too, borderline. 8. Now, what does that mean? Has that gone right over my head? A rump springer. Am I saying that right? Springer. I like avocado on toast with chili flakes on and garlic. I used to sell tickets for Weekend World and Biology. Ooh, hi, Old Crow. It's Old Crow. We talking about raving? Oh, right. I wouldn't know. I wasn't a raver. I wasn't a raver. I was a fish and chips or a roast. Oh, yeah. I haven't had a roast for ages, you know. I need a man to do a roast with because it's just too big. 34 and still get carded for cigarettes. It's ridiculous. I'm supposed to be to age faster as a smoker. Oh, yeah. Mind you, some of the stuff they probably say is bad for us, isn't is it? You know, all the stuff they say, blah, 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 blah. It's probably got more poison in them things everyone smokes now, them pipe things with your, I don't know what they're called, your things, what they call when you're trying to give up smoking. It's too hot here, Old Crow, it's really sweaty. But yeah, how dare you fly a Trump balloon thing over the UK? I hope someone snips it and it just flies off into infinity somewhere. And there'll be Trump flying around the world. Woo. Oh, is it raining there? I wish it'd rain here for me flowers. Be having a bloody hose pipe ban soon. Those were the days running around the M25 borderline, mate. You must be nuts. Why would you go from nicotine to chemicals? That's what I mean. Probably say, oh, nicotine's bad for you, and then everyone starts using them things, and they probably got more crap in than nicotine. I tried to quit with a patch and almost gave me a heart attack, really. That's what I mean, because you're probably going from that to something, and it's probably full of chemicals. Oh, I know some people might hate this, but I did get a letter from my son's doctor's thing, and they want him to go for vaccines, 3 of them, and I'm not taking him because I don't believe in him. And they rang me up and just ignored him. We don't have to, so they can F off. He's not going. Last time he was ill 3 times. He had a jab. You know, they say, oh, we've always got a bit of the flu in it for the flu jab. It always makes you a bit ill. 3 times he was ill, one after the other. Ill, proper ill. It's like, no. I know about all them now. Got him drinking distilled water and stuff. I use those patches. American Spirit Tobacco has 0 additives. Oh. In Australia, they're forcing parents to have their child vaccinated. I'm not surprised. That's what someone was saying. Yeah, our driver went on a weird one once. I buggered off with that. I can't see that. That's what someone was saying. They reckon they were putting in chemtrails. They reckon they were putting like vaccine thing in it because some of us are choosing not to do it. That they were dropping us on it, which wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, Australia is a test case. Exactly, they're just testing people, but there's something in the vaccine thing, definitely. Because I remember after mine, I had to go for the TB jab or something. I went for something, you know what ladies have to go for every year. And when I went, they were like, oh, have you hadn't had your blah blah jab? And I was like, oh, I did. Said, no, you didn't have it at school. I was like, what? And they went, you have to have it now. And I was like, but stupidly I said yes. Was I ill after that? Yes, about a week later or so, I was ill. Really ill. And I don't normally get that ill because I just don't really get ill. I don't take medicines. If I have a really, really bad headache, there is a link between vaccinations and autism. Exactly. And I never have, like, what they called it, aspirin or anything. I need to get some really, because I'll only take it if it's absolutely banging. You know, I will just sit there and be like, oh, but I don't normally really get that ill. I just normally get a cold right before Christmas. That lasts about a month. Probably after I've had some sort of jab or something. John Doe, what did you say? Oh, I didn't see that. Someone comment and then I can see John Doe's something about flu there. But you do, they're just pumping crap in. We didn't have this, like, when my nana and granddad, you didn't have, like, 50 million frigging jabs in your lifetime, and neither did the kids. But it's a flu. Oh, it's gone. But it's a flu from last year in the flu shot. It's curing a dead strain at the best and making it immune to antibiotics at the worst. Exactly. What's that one? I read something about someone had measles in the States or Canada like recently. Well, when I went to the doctors, they were like, oh, by the way, measles is going about. And I thought, and then you heard someone at school, and I thought, is it? Or is it just because someone says it is and it's like Chinese whispers? So it scares everyone. So they all go to the doctors to get a jab. Health, we all know about Big Pharma, so, we know what you're up to. So, no, he's not going. We didn't have them that much when I was younger, and before then, we didn't have them that much. You don't have all the bloody things they have out there now because they're just trying to kill us off. Yeah, sometimes it'll make you ill first. That's what they say. They put a bit of in what's in it. They're just buggering up. All the buggering up is our immune system because at the end of the day, when you're kids and you play in the dirt, that's part of your immune system. Now it's like keep clean everything in your house, have chemicals everywhere. When I was young, there was no autism, no peanut allergies, no ADHD, never had a vaccination only to go to doctor for a proper illness. Exactly. But now it's all like clean your house and let it, smell nice, but with all these chemicals. Make sure your kids are spotless, this, that, and the other. When my son went to a party the other week, if you don't vaccinate your child, here they call the social services. Well, that's what I was thinking, but I thought it's not against the law, is it? I don't want him to have them. And what was I going to say then? I forgot what I was saying then. What was I saying? I was going to make a point. Yeah, dirt is your friend because when I went to a party, there was a little kid there and I heard his mum go, oh, he just picked it off the floor to eat it, a sweet something. Oh, it was more than 5 seconds, the 5 second rule. It's like, that's why we're not fighting anything off because everything's so clean. You've got to be dirty to build up your immune system. Take your kid to a party. No, you have to fall out of a tree. Exactly, you have to do things because we're wrapped up in cotton wool, so you know not to do it and you know it hurts or you shouldn't do it because it does this, that, and the other. But they put pressure on you. Well, I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to let them ring me and get in contact, and they'll probably go, why do you not want him to come in? And I don't know whether to just say, because I don't believe in it. It's my choice at the end of the day, my free will. They're killing the food before we eat it. Oh, yeah, I know it's hard to just do anything these days because they're killing us off. Yeah, does anyone know about that, the vaccine thing? Because it's not against the law. Yeah, no one has an immune system anymore because we're not building one up from being out in the dirt or, getting dirty and stuff. Stand your ground. Oh, yeah. He's not going. I'm not being bullied into taking him if I believe it's wrong. I just don't, everything I'm finding out, I don't believe in it. I wish I'd never done it from the beginning. And he's a very bright child. And I swear to God, if he has anything and all of a sudden he goes like, not himself, I'd be heartbroken because I think he's very, very intelligent. Yeah, I'll tell him to ring me dad. They start putting that, because that's what they do. It's all like, oh, we're going to put social services on, you're going to scare, you're going to take your kids away. What, because I don't want them to have a vaccine? If he became really ill, I'd take him somewhere. But at the end of the day, I'm not having shit pumped into him that's going to make him ill or do something to his immune system and him. He's a very clever boy. Yeah, they were deliberate killing fish. We have created an entire world around us of unnatural substances. Everything we sit on, everything. Exactly. It's like I said, mum comes here and she's clean and she's got this really strong hanging cleaner she puts on your table and it gets down your throat. It's awful. I don't do as much cleaning with like astringent stuff now. I've got a steamer for my floors. Sometimes I'll go over it with smelly stuff, but not all the time, just once in a while and do my steamer. So I might be using stuff, but it's not constant, where my mum would be just spraying everything out. You've got your aerosols, your air freshener, that thing burning over there, your floor cleaner, that stinks, this, that and the other. And we know they're all chemicals, so you just got to be careful. But I keep saying I do need to make a natural spray thing. I need to get a bottle because I know you can make your own with distilled water and different stuff. You don't have to be spraying, your house can be clean, but it can be like, you don't need to be constantly spraying chemicals around your house. My brother changed totally, Dolly, after the MMR. Did he? That's what I mean. It scares me, and I wish I'd never give him the things that he had at the beginning, because they don't even give, at a hospital, they don't even give you choice. When he was born, it was that vitamin K thing in his heel, the heel prick or whatever it is, and this, that, and the other. I mean, you don't really know. You just go along with it because you think, well, he's in hospital. They're a nurse. I'm not saying they're bad, but you're like, yeah, just go along with it. But you don't actually know what's in that all or what it causes. You don't ask for the big long list, do you? Like, what ingredients are in that? You don't, because you trust the people who are doing it. Like we said, you go to the doctors, you get your medicine, you get the sheet in your medicine, don't you? Nobody looks at the back of the ingredients, that's about that long, and nobody ever reads what it actually does, like bringing on heart attacks, bringing on this. But we don't look at that, we just go, oh yeah, don't really matter, because you trust in the medicine. And then you wonder why people are, do you know what I mean? And I'll let them ring me. Dad, I'll be ringing you if they ring me, because I tell you what, it's not against the law. So if I choose that for my child, then they can get stuff basically. He's a healthy child at the minute, and I don't want his brain, you know. Ugh. Trust no one, question everything. Yep. Q, Q, Q. Question everything. Yes, he became so shy, he lived in his room till he moved out. That's probably what's up with my son, because my son lives in his room on his computer. He won't go anywhere or do anything, and he's had all them jabs, because he's nearly 19 now, but he's had all that stuff, you know, where my youngest son's a bit more outgoing than this one, still now, and a bit more outspoken. So no, I'm not having him dumbed down. G5 can penetrate concrete buildings. Yeah, I know, I've heard about that. Yeah. Yeah, we trust them because you see them as people in authority or something. We're not saying about those people, nurses and doctors. If they were giving stuff they believe's healthy, they don't know, do they? But we trust because we believe it's free. But there was never anything in history or the universe a free lunch. No, and you trust people in thought, like you trust the police. Look what they're doing at the minute. Not all of them. You trust, you know, people of authority because you think, oh, you know, they trust me, but they're not. I don't mean all of them aren't. I'm just saying there's quite a lot that aren't. But you look at them, you know, because you think it's like priests and things like that, you know, with all this kiddie thing that's going on. Stuff. Not all of them. I'm not saying it's all of them, but it is some of them because they go into places like that where kids are because you think people will trust them because, you know, can't judge a book by its cover. Um, but yeah, but I'm gonna go in a couple of minutes. I think I'll probably end up staying on. But yeah, the basic chat was really about the Trump balloon that Khan, you know, has said yes to. Just let me see if there was anything else on there. You know, saying that near enough all of the UK don't like him. Well, we do. Sickos dumbing down the masses. Exactly, and that's what they're doing. Let me see. Mm. Oh wait, yeah. Listen to this. Pff, not the red pill people. I've been watching Black Mirror. Yeah, I need to watch Black Mirror. It's funny. It's a good channel. They said on they were describing Trump. I can't see what they said. It says something about the balloon as an obscene mutant clone of the president and says it will hold up a huge mirror of truth to the world. Will it really? Wait till that big mirror of truth comes out, actually. Wrong mirror you're holding up there. Oh my God, see how they play it? And then they put describing Mr. Trump as a dangerous excuse for the president. The group's the group spokesperson, Nonna Herkmans, something or other, said, we are just a small group of friends who set out to show the fascists are not welcome in the UK. Well, you better piss off home then, because it ain't. Oh, oh. We have been genuinely overwhelmed and touched by the incredible levels of support we have received from our project. No, you haven't. You ain't getting it off me, support, and you ain't getting off a lot of other people in the UK, so get your facts right. Ugh, get on my nerves. Makes you laugh, really. You hate him so much. Oh, yeah, they'd be cutting trees down like they're always cutting trees down. You see what I mean? hold up a huge mirror of truth to the world ain't gonna work because most of the world know about the truth. Oh, yeah, it does need blowing up or shooting down that balloon. We are just a small group of friends who set out to show the fascists are not welcome in the UK. You're not a fascist, you fool. You're a fascist. They don't care. It's simple as that. Yeah, it just makes you laugh how they just. But there might be another plan there anyway, so that'll be quite funny. But yeah, we'll all be watching that, aren't we? So everyone watch on the news for it. You know, I don't really watch telly, but watch on the news for it because if something else gets flown about, they won't pull that on, but they sure will be plastering that all over the news and in the newspapers. Oh, we should actually have someone stood outside a news. That's where they need to do the next one outside the BBC or something. Three things: money, power, and land. Exactly, that's what it's all about. And resources in the land, isn't it? You know, gold, silver, diamonds, oil, and anything else that might be hidden in the ground. Um, Deceiving, getting us looking in different directions. So, yeah, so Trump's coming over. Um, the Tommy date's been moved. Trump's coming over to see the Queen. Trump's coming over to have a meeting with the EU. Trump's coming over to see Putin. Damn pothole. So I'm gonna go now because I'm just too sweaty. I'm a sweaty Betty, not a dolly. They don't want us to have any of it. No, they don't. They're just greedy, half-hearted. That's what they are. Um, but yeah, I could do with it raining just to make it a bit cooler. But can't complain because you know in the UK we're moaning if it's raining and then we're moaning if it's too hot because we're not used to it. But it's nice. It just needs to. It's just the humidity I can't be doing with. But apart from that, you know, it's not too bad. The plan is the plan if for none of us bottom of the pyramids to have nothing and then to have oh yeah that pyramid thing again. How can one? Oh, I talk about pyramids because someone's going on about because of the before we go the signs and the numbers and this you know the symbolism thing. The Trump and Tommy rally is on the same day, and Trump lot are meeting up with the Tommy lot. Yeah, it's supposed to be, but oh yeah, it is on the same day. They're still rallying, aren't they? So, well, yeah, because they need to make it bigger. Split too many drinks on my keyboard. Spilled too many drinks on my keyboard. Something to do with. I've been to the pyramids. Well, you know, what's the statue called in Washington DC that looks like that? The thing called monument thing in Washington DC. I didn't know. My dad told me. There's one of these in London called Cleopatra's Needle. There's one in France. There's quite a few of these around the world. You know, with a point on high up. You know, pyramid on the top. If you cut that bit off, right? That's something to do with something spiritually or satanically. Satanically, I mean, yeah, the Washington Monument. There's these dotted about Earth, and some of them have got well, obviously the Cleopatra one's got hieroglyphics on it. There's one in London. There's one in France. I think they're dotted about. That is something to do with something, like a biblical thing or something. I don't know. It's something to do with something. Why are they dotted about? Because someone took a picture, bird's eye view. You've got to look at you can see symbolism that way when you look down because you can see how the shapes of things are around, like the White House or, you know, like the Pentagon. Loads of different things like that. Yeah, pyramids. Something with the pyramids because everything goes back to the pyramids. But I know it's already Hunger Games is real. If you think about Hunger Games, it's like Hunger Games. You got the elites at the top who just do not give a flying you know what about us, you know, normal working people, you know, peasants, as if you want to call us, not bothered about us, not bothered about what they bet on, because they do bet on stuff, or who they kill, or how they do it, or just killing the population for different things that they're doing. They don't care. Don't care about us, but there's more of us than them, remember, that's why. It's a rebellion, you know, it's a revolution. They don't like it, that's why they're waffling on about Trump all the time and this, that, and the other, and they hate him so much, and I feel like going like this, and everything. Upside down tree, pentagram, sidewalk layout. They have. No, they've never cared. It's to do with Egyptian times and the sun. Yeah, it is to do with Luciferian, the Egyptian times, and because something to do with them is where your ley lines are as well. Your ley lines. It is all to do with Luciferian. I was watching something before about the Egyptians and the false god or whatever you want to call it. It's the Antichrist. Yeah, I've been getting quite confused with a lot of stuff. Jesus is J and Zeus. Because what did they say? Jesus' name is Yahweh, or was that? A lot of confusion, but I can see some things. I said to my dad because he's like, "Oh, the Bible's not real," I said, "Yeah, but it's still a book. Like you get your mythical books, and I think there's things in it, and obviously things that are twisted. But I do believe there's things in it, stories of different races and stuff, and there's things in all different books around the world. So there's something in it. But I tell you what, I did watch before. The truth will out. Not for everyone. Think Hostel 2, Sick People. Yeah, Hostel 2. If you think that sort of stuff's not real, it is satanical. It is. That's why I don't watch stuff like that. But I forgot what I was going to say now. What was I going to say then? Oh, where CERN is, the machine CERN. What's that thing called outside the the Buddhist? Is it a Buddhist Indian? What's it called? It's outside. You just missed a good show from Daddy Dragon talking about British. I've heard him talk about British Constitution because he is good at it. Because the what does he always say? He says the solution is our Constitution. Is one of the solutions is our Constitution. The God Machine, yeah, the God Machine. Because CERN, they were supposed to be looking for dark matter. Sorry, I don't think they were looking for the God Machine. I think they were looking for a portal to hell. Lucifer. That's what they were looking for. Because what's outside it? Shiva. Is it Shiva? Shiva, the goddess of death in India, whatever. That is right outside that building. Rothschild's hunting lodges, estates. Do you want to really know what they're hunting? Oh yeah, the Rothschild. That's what they've been saying. The Rothschilds hunting lodges. Guess what they're hunting, people? There was a bit of a clue. Guess what they're hunting? They're not hunting animals. They're not hunting aliens. Yes, Jamie. And kids. So that's why I say, you see all these things in films and you're like, oh, it's not true. They put it out there in front of you. That's what I say. It's like the universal law. They've got to tell you the truth, but they don't tell it like, oh, I'm going to tell you this now. They put it in films because you think, oh, it's not real, man. It's just make believe. It's just fiction. It's not real. Blah 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 blah. Well, actually, guess what, guys? It is real, and that's why they said, yeah, freaking sickos. Yep, that's why they said when the world wakes up and finds out when it all drops, 99% will end up in hospital because you will not be able to get your head around it. Computers are only good as the human who programmed them. Yeah. Looks like they've agreed a soft Brexit where you go, we're staying in. And Trump Wars. Trump Wars. Have you seen Solvent Greenies? The Trump Wars with Maxine Vaccine Waters. Yeah. Quite funny. Quite funny. But yeah, so I best go anyway because the heat's getting on my nerves. But I'll see you all. I'll probably see you over the weekend anyway. Hopefully, yeah. Epsom Island is where all the bodies are buried. Yeah, that's what I reckon as well. Go and do some research on that, people. It's out there. And that was like, if you can't see that, it was like devil worshipping. It was like, oh my god. They built the tunnels. Yeah, I think, yeah. Oh yeah, on his island. Or do you mean them tunnels? Good night. Glenn Finn knows it all. That was sick. Yeah, you just saw it and you was like, oh my god. Yeah, laters people. I'm gonna go and chill out. But yeah, it was just basically to say, there's a lot of us comment on the comments after that do love Trump, and we do welcome Trump. So if Trump ever sees a video of mine, not that he would, well, maybe he likes the little YouTubers, because we know some massive YouTubers, not all of them are probably in the, in with them, trying to get people to watch their propaganda and agenda. Q, if you're out there, we love Trump and we welcome him. So, night all. Bye. I know.